What's good, YouTube gamers? It's your boy, the Red Scissor. We're back with Monster Hunter, the Legacy playthroughs, Episode 3, Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. This is my first Monster Hunter game, actually. Although we're playing the Wii U version, and I originally had the DS version, or the 3DS version, sorry. Can you imagine Monster Hunter on DS? Is there a Monster Hunter on DS? I have no clue. Anyway, look at my men vibe. Look at their little dance. They're dancing. But yeah, this was my first Monster Hunter game, and I was really bad at it, and the 3DS version didn't have online. And I made my first armor by just, like, killing the Great Jaggy from the Expedition quest, or not even quest. You can just, like, go outside of Maga Village or whatever, and you can just, like, hunt monsters and get points. But, like, you don't get quest rewards by doing that, but I thought that's just, like, how the game worked. So I just got, like, 3 Great Jaggy carves every time, and very slowly made the armor, and it was awful. I ran out of time fighting the Duramboros once. Yeah, lots of painful memories, in all honesty, but I'm much less bad at the game now, so, well, hopefully. Oh, I didn't even say what we're fighting. We're fighting the Jade Barroth, I think? Because I was like, yeah, that's like a 3rd-gen monster. And we haven't fought any variants yet. We just fought, like, regular Velocidrome or regular Gypsaros. I also don't even know... I don't think I've even really fought this thing. I think I've seen it in a quest, or maybe I have fought it, like, once online. But I think I had, like, 3 other people that had, like, G-rank stuff, and it just died really fast. There it is. But yeah, this game's infamous for the swimming mechanic, which is kind of whatever. It's not as bad on the Wii U version, but on the 3DS, if you don't have a Circle Pad Pro, it is suffering. But yeah, I also decided to use the Sword and Shield, mix it up a bit since we've been using Greatsword. Also, it's distracted by Cha-Cha. Yeah, in this game you don't have felines, you have these weird little tiki men. And they're okay. I prefer the Palicos. I think the Palicos are cooler. The tiki dudes are kind of whatever. Also, I don't really remember the Sword and Shield moveset in this game, so this is going to be interesting. I'm using the Great Roggy armor, which makes you look like a cowboy, which is neat because it's coming back in Monster Hunter Rise since Great Roggy is back. The weapon I'm using is the it's like the Barioth or whatever. Barroth and Barioth. I never remember which one is which because their names are so similar. But you know the one. The one that's the, like, ice thing guy that they put in the world. Yeah, this is like the desert version of him. His Sword and Shield. I think it matches really well with the Great Roggy armor. Yeah, this is going pretty well. This monster, the regular one, was the 2nd monster whose armor I ever made. I just got really good at fighting it, and I made its armor, but I didn't know, like, how, like, gems and decorations or whatever worked. So the armor had, like, a stamina reduction skill that made your stamina drain really fast, and I didn't know how to get rid of it, so I just kind of dealt with it, and it was really bad. Then when I first played World, I actually made that armor again in World, because, I don't know, this thing I just find really easy to fight because of how many times I fought it. So I was like, yeah, you know, I'll fight this thing. This is going... That was my first hit. It's going a lot better than the last episode. Although I'm running out of sharpness. I need to get my, what was it, white sharpness back? Yeah, this Sword and Shield's pretty good. It's, like, very upper high rank. I did get to G rank in this game, but I haven't done much in it. So, that's just, that's kind of that. Yeah, this game's cool. I really didn't get to experience a ton of it because I never got out of low rank. And I didn't have the Wii U version, so I couldn't play online. The nice thing is there are still people playing this game. Not a ton. There's usually only, like, 4 lobbies, maybe. So, like, finding someone to do a specific quest with you is kind of hard. But, you know, if you got some friends and you all own Wii U's, you can still play through this game online, which is really cool. And it's got some neat monsters like Jade, Barioth, whatever. This guy's never come back before. Or is he in World? I actually don't know. It seems like the kind of thing they would have added in Iceborne, but I never remember anyone saying anything about it. So, yeah, I'm kind of unsure. Oh no! I'm stuck in the ice! Do I have Cleanser? Yeah, I do. Cool. Yeah, this fight's been pretty uneventful so far. I'm just kind of pressing buttons at him and it's working. This guy's attacks are pretty telegraphed though, so it's not too surprising. He's already getting tired. I'm staggering him with the sword and shield. Just seems funny because this weapon is very like low damage. It's very fun. I like it a lot. All right, he's taken off. The only thing I'm not used to is, like, as a greatsword main, I'm not used to having to sharpen my weapon because the greatsword loses sharpness so incredibly slow. And then by comparison, the sword and shield loses it all the time. It's not as bad as, like, dual blade. That weapon just loses sharpness constantly. What is he eating? I can't even tell. I actually can't tell. Oh, there's some baggies. It's another monster that's coming back in Rise for the first time since this series of games, third gen game. Oh, got him. It's weird how this guy keeps coming back, like the regular one. Like they had him in third gen games, and then he was absent for 4, but then they put him in Generations Ultimate, and then he came back again in World, and now he's in Rise. Like, I don't know what the deal is. Capcom just seems to really like him. And I mean, I don't mind him. Again, he's pretty easy, but I don't know. That's kind of why he's fun to fight. Just kind of keep dodging out of the way and he charges and misses you, and that's kind of it. Sometimes you get hit by the tail like that. Uh-oh. I jinxed it. I started talking trash. What I'm noticing, though, is that this variant isn't that much different. Uh-oh. I shouldn't have said anything! Yeah, he kind of just does the same thing, except he has snow element, or ice element, instead of the mud attacks. Which, I don't know. He looks cool. I like the blue, and I bet the armor probably looks pretty cool. Because I like his regular armor, but if it's like blue, that would be even cooler. Maybe I'll make his armor again in Rise, because I just seem to always end up making it. It's just tradition at this point. Although I don't think I ever made it in Generations. I forget what my first G rank armor in Generations was, actually. Probably something simple. My third ever armor in this game was Volvidon, because it's also a pretty, like, non-threatening monster. Kind of all I have to say about Volvidon. Honestly, I'm not a huge Volvidon fan. He's just kind of there. But hey, he's back in Rise too. Ow. Oh, I use my iframes. I'm so good at the game. Ugh. Alright, I'm gonna use my little friends to distract him while I... Oh, never mind. I'm a fool. Oh! Calculated! Calculated! Oh, I'm so good! I'm just getting right around these hurt boxes. Holy crap. Ow. Third generation is interesting because it's kind of this weird transitioning point between, like, old Monster Hunter when you're really limited in what the hunter can do, and Monster Hunter 4 when mobility started becoming like a greater emphasis, and climbing was way faster, and you could do jump attacks and stuff. This game's kind of in this weird in-between point where Yeah, they sort of streamline some stuff, but not completely. Like, climbing still takes forever. And the swimming mechanic is like, was like kind of neat in concept, but it just kind of felt like more of a gimmick than anything compared to like the verticality in Monster Hunter 4. Didn't really feel like a gimmick so much as it just felt like as like a natural progression, and that's why I feel like going forward into like World and Rise, they've kept the the fast climbing and the verticality, and Rise even is even more vertical. Whereas the swimming, they just kind of pretended that that never happened, which is unfortunate for monsters like Gobel, who kind of have to have water. Like, at least with Lagiacrus and the Royal Ludroth, at least you can just kind of like rework their movesets to go on land, since they kind of spent half and half, like half on land, half in water. And heck, Purple Ludroth, I believe in this game, doesn't even go underwater. At least he didn't when I fought him. I don't even think there was water in the area I fought him. Oh, there's a spot with water, but like you can't go in it. It's just kind of a spot for the Plesioth to shoot water at you when you can't reach him. Oh, that's right. This armor set has speed eating. I also don't even think I needed to eat there. But yeah, the Gobel. Is there another one I'm forgetting? The Gobel's the one I always remember, that you just kind of got screwed by the lack of underwater. But I can't remember. There's probably another one. There's obviously like Plesioth, but that monster wasn't underwater to begin with, so that doesn't really count. Oh, there's the Elder Dragon. Caduceus or whatever it is. But oftentimes the the end game Elder Dragons don't come back. Like, we've never seen Delamater or Gogmazios. I don't even really expect the Tolta to come back as much as I think it's really cool. Sometimes they do come back. Like, Amatsu did eventually come back, but it's not as common. So, I think it's fine that Caduceus or whatever stays in this game. Honestly, I don't think it's that fun to fight. If they had a way to rework it so you could fight him above land or something, and I feel like that kind of goes against the whole point of the month. The arena you fight him in is really cool. The like underground sunken ruins or whatever are really cool. It's got that like Monster Hunter, Monster Hunter always has all these ruins and stuff of like the old civilization, and they don't really tell you anything about it. It's just kind of up to you to make your own lore as to what you think happened, which is always kind of neat. This guy is taking a lot of hits, though. I think that's just a testament to. I think I mentioned in one of the earlier parts how Sword and Shield for a while was kind of awkward because its damage output just wasn't quite there. And I think this is a good example of exactly the problem with it. This problem again didn't really get fixed until Generations when they gave it those coatings. And then in World, and by extension Rise, they kind of buffed its moveset and gave it some stronger, like, big combo moves to really do a lot of damage. And they made it easier to get stuns with the shield, with like the jumping shield attack that's in World, and then in Rise you can do it off of like Silkbind attacks and stuff. The Silkbind attacks are cool because they kind of take stuff from like the Honey Arts and some of the World stuff and have a way to still include it, but without like being forced to make it a part of the weapon's main set. It's kind of a cool workaround. Pain. Oh my gosh. If the Bullfingo hit me, I was gonna be so mad. Oh, who's he attacking? Oh no, Kiamba! I think Kiamba's mask, like, makes him be able to go underwater longer or something. The only reason I gave it to him is because it also makes him target large monsters. So I feel like that's better than him targeting the small monsters. There's probably way better masks. There's like a bunch of unlockable masks. and I don't have nearly all of them. Yeah, this is another game I've never, like, fully played to completion, though. I do want to one day get to, like, the end of G rank and fight, what's it called? The, like, water lava thing. That guy. Because I've never done that. His armor looks pretty crazy, too. I see a lot of people with his armor in this game. Since a lot of the people that still play this are, like, you know, Hunter rank 999. Well, we got him limping. And we staggered him. Well, we're almost done at least. Is he gonna show up behind me? Yep. The joys of the loading zone. Ugh. Oh no! I haven't decided what I'm gonna fight in Generations yet. Because, like, Generations is by far my most played Monster Hunter game. I've kind of just fought everything a million times at this point. But I'll figure something out. I just thought this one would be neat because it's something I haven't fought very much. And you don't really get to see it very much. At least this variant anyway. But yeah, like I said, I'm realizing he's kind of unexciting. Doesn't really do that much different. Unfortunately, I only had the one trap, so I can't just capture him and end the quest. But I doubt he has much health left. Yeah, overall, this game's neat. I just think that the monster variety could have been a little better, just because, you know, Tri originally only had, well, not only, mostly was just new monsters, and they kind of had to slowly add in old monsters between Portable Third and Re-Ultimate. So while this game does have a lot of really cool monsters, obviously like Zinogre and Brachydios were introduced in this generation, and it does have stuff like Nargacuga, which got added in later. Oh, he broke it. That's cool. Huh. That reminds me of World. World has a lot of stuff like this, where you have the monster, like, break into a new area. That's cool. I didn't even know that was a thing in this game. Anyway, well, I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the monsters in this game. Yeah, it did feel like there was a lot of stuff that was kind of missing, especially from, like, the second generation, right? Even the first generation. A lot of stuff that became pretty iconic after the second generation, like Kezu and Jib-Saros and all those guys. Even, like, Yi and Kutku were just completely absent from this game. And it just makes it, at least to me, feel like almost incomplete in a way. Even though I know it's really not. There's obviously plenty of content in this game. And, you know, maybe you don't even care that those monsters are there. But, yeah, it was just the weird decision to make Tri, like, I don't know. Tri only has how many large monsters? I know it's really low compared to other Monster Hunter games. And, you know, quality over quantity, and it's cool that they created so many new monsters for that game. You know, I'm not going to knock them for that, but, you know, just me rambling. But we did it! He's dead. Thanks for watching, gamers. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on nothing, because I don't have a lot of social media. Stay tuned, because I'm going to upload the next 2 parts tomorrow, and then Rise will be out, so that's going to be epic. Or I guess I'll upload them today, maybe, when you're watching. It's like 11 o'clock. Bye-bye!